It's been a minute, and I'm super duper lame for posting like one video a month. But I am heading to the store. My mom has the kids. Anyway, I just thought I would bring you along on a little Monday, at this point, I guess, evening grocery shopping run. Well, this week is going to be super fun because my husband is switching to working nights for the foreseeable, well, just for the time being, I guess. I don't know how y'all out there who have kids and one of your spouses, one of the parents works nights, because it sucks. It's like I feel like we have less time together than we do when he's just working regular days. But yeah, little date with myself. Woo! Getting groceries, and it's raining cats and dogs. Has been like 2 days, which is also super fun because no, they're not. Which is super fun because, well, fun as in being sarcastic, because when the ground is this saturated, it's like a lot more loose ground, I guess. And since my husband's working where he's working, they're still cleaning up like landslides and stuff. Just a little concerned about that, if we're being honest. And also, somehow I ran over a giant nail in my tire, so I'm having to drive my mom's vehicle, so that's fun. Just all the things are happening all at once. Let's see, what else is noteworthy? Gatlin is almost 11 months old. He will be in just like 3 days, which is crazy, you guys. Like, how insane is that? Like, he's gonna be a year old next month. Like, I don't understand how fast that happened. And like Aaron was telling me the other day, I was like, I just don't feel like that he's supposed to be one. I feel like he's supposed to be like 5 or 6 months old maybe. And he goes, well, we've had a lot going on in here because, he was born and then 2 weeks later Hurricane Helene hit, and then we didn't have, power for a few weeks, and then we didn't have water for a few months, and it was just crazy, and just all the stuff. And then we had some job changes right around Christmas, and then our older car caught fire when we turned the engine over one day. That was fun. Thankfully, insurance covered it. But, then we were down one vehicle and having to stuff the kids into the smaller one, and like all this. And gosh, it's been one thing after another. Thankfully, God has sustained us, because the car blowing up basically was, and then Gatlin was in the hospital with RSV when he was 2 months old, so that was right after Christmas, and then the job thing, and then the car, so it was like boom boom. But it's just like, the car blowing up was a blessing in disguise, because the insurance money that gave us enough to be okay while there was the job changes happening, and there wasn't a consistent paycheck. And I know most of everybody that I know does live paycheck to paycheck, which is just a reality. But then Aaron was able to get on with a really good company. It's come with some changes. He's traveled, and then now he's working nights right now, and it's a crazy hot mess and all that. But go on. Sorry, I was letting somebody out, and this car behind me was like being super impatient. But yeah, just a lot happening, and it's been a crazy year, and it's just hard to believe that it's been a year since, or almost a year since Gatlin was born. Like, I guess that's just the wildness. But it's also been like a good year, because she graduated physical therapy. She's getting ready to graduate speech. Anyway, I didn't mean to like babble the whole time, but I can't park to save my life. Anyway, yeah, it's been a lot, and I don't really know why I felt like telling y'all all that. But yeah, let's get into Ingles and get us some groceries, and maybe not get drowned like a rat in the process. So here we go. This is not my favorite kind of weather. I know everybody around me is like, oh, it feels like fall. It feels great. No, it feels dreary and gross. I'm a summer person. I freeze when it's cold. gotta make a pit stop in the hair section because my bobby pins have flew the coop and I need it, and also I need to get Imogen her own hairbrush so she'll quit using mine. Works for me. $3.28 is way too expensive for bobby pins. Something special for me. Yeah. Pancakes for Imogen. We'll just use the regular ones. Well, she might like the blue. What is this? And these things because Aaron's not here at night and I don't feel like cooking myself supper. So, unhealthy choices, kids. Just me and my try against the world. That was super chaotic. Anyway, now I'm super wet, but grocery shopping is done and everything. I saw one of my old high school teachers, like my favorite history teacher when I was in high school. She hasn't changed. She's like, "You look the exact same." And I was like, "Thanks." Like, I don't know if that should be a compliment. I mean, I'm sure it's a compliment, like, from her, but I don't know if it should be like a good thing that I look exactly the same as I did in high school, or if it's not. I don't know. But I'm gonna head home, I guess, make a little bit of supper. Well, I guess I'm gonna go home and get the groceries in the house and wake up my husband because I don't think his alarm is going off because he's supposed to be up like now. And then make some supper and I guess eventually put the kids to bed. I've been on reruns of ER lately. I don't know, it's my like newest obsession. So that's been what I do with my evenings. I know I should probably do something more productive with my evenings, but honestly, with the kids, it's just like, I don't have the energy to do anything else really, so reruns it is, which I kind of prefer, like older shows, and that's basically the basis for like Grey's Anatomy and like all that. Like they're copying that show, so, you know, would you run that? No, I'm kidding. Aaron thinks I'm weird for liking to watch those shows, but I think they're fun. Anyway, I will get off of here and drive correctly. Not that I'm not looking at the road, I am, but y'all know what I mean. Good morning again. I had every intention of kind of finishing up the rest of the day after I got home and like chatting and all that mess. And then my children took 3 hours to go to sleep. So I was whooped by the time that I was finally like free, so I just went to bed. But I am headed to do one of those fun, lovely adult things and go to the doctor for myself. I'm not sick or anything. I just, you know, you have to establish your very own like primary care and whatever. So I am going to go do that. And my mom has the kids again. And poor Aaron got in at 7-ish this morning, maybe 7:30, and went straight to the bed. So he's boogered. So he's going to be out of commission for a little while. But yeah, kind of do an evening in the life and then a day in the life. I don't know, I'll just bring y'all with me and we'll just chat. I went to the wrong building, so I had to get back in the car and go around the building again. I feel like that took way too long because here we are, like 2 hours later. And I think I'm going to run and get some lunch and then head home and relieve my mother from my children. And since I'm on this side of town, I happen to be near Cava, which is one of my favorite restaurants. So, yeah. Okay, so I meant to sort of getting my food and stuff, and then I completely forgot to do that. So here I am, driving again. This entire video is just gonna be me in the car. My giant hand. I'm headed home to relieve my mother from my children and put the kids down. Sorry about the radio, that was weird. And put the kids down for a nap. Maybe try to get some housework done, hopefully. And yeah, doctor's appointment went good. I think I said that. They're just drawing some like labs and stuff. So we'll see what else we get up to.
Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please?
Well, there's some nostalgia for you. Yeah, it's 2 days later, I think. I know this is just dragging on and on, but you know, life is life. See, this is all new hair growth after having kids, and I just get my own little set of horns. It's very cute. Anyway, we've been on a Mr. Rogers kick, so we like to watch nice calming shows. What?
Which one did I take away?
What was I gonna say? He's very thrilled because he can see me on here, and he thinks it's the coolest thing. I got results, the lab results from the doctor. She called me yesterday and she informed me that I am severely anemic. My iron level is like 9. So she's like, yeah, you were very like iron efficiency anemic or whatever. I was like, oh, that's good. She's like, I'm pretty sure that explains all like the reason why you've been like super tired and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. So I get to take these lovely iron tablets for a whole month, and then we get to see where we're at. But yeah, I guess that's what having 2 babies back to back does for you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where, I forgot what I was gonna say with that. Aaron has one more night. He has tonight, and that's all he has to do for the night shift, and then he's done, and I'm so excited. So we might have a good family weekend because we haven't been able to hang out. So thank you, my child and his large forehead. What's up, sissy? What? Sorry. That's okay. Well, maybe I'll get back with you after I put them down for naps. Might do that. I have a little us time. As promised, my update to the end of the day after I got the kids in the bed is me and my very, very favorite cereal. Okay, bye.